So this is the challenge of today. The global culture. And that is a global culture, brothers and sisters, that is so closely tied in with following your desires. And this is very important, and I'm going to finish with this. You need to understand, brothers and sisters, and my appeal is especially to those people who have recently been open to the idea of, and it's a good idea, it's a right idea in its basic concept, that it should not just be culture that dictates how we follow Islam. That we need to go back to the Quran and understand it. We need to go back to the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ and understand it. We need to do our best as much as possible to remove cultural interpretations and go back to a clearer understanding of what it is that Allah wants from us, because that's the key, brothers and sisters. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Intention, sincerity, ikhlas. We do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seeking His pleasure, and Allah wants us to obey Him. So the problem here, the challenge here, I say, to those of you who have recently begun to think about this way of looking at Islam, the danger is it's very easy for you to get caught up in intricate arguments and discussions about the minutiae, the small little things. Should I point my finger like this? Should I wiggle it like this? Should I do little circles like that? Should I just put it up like this? How many rak'ah is it for Ramadan? 8 rak'ah, 20 rak'ah, 32 rak'ah, We'll have endless discussions about this. We will have endless discussions about minute aspects of Aqidah. And sometimes it can be very enjoyable, and Shaykh and this and that, and I want to know about this and this. But we forget that the whole purpose of Islam, of being a Muslim, of this religion, is to connect you with Allah. So if you know all the arguments to prove that Ar-Rahman al-Arsh al-Istiwa, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above the heavens, above His throne. You know all the arguments. But it doesn't affect you. It doesn't put fear in your heart. It doesn't create for you awe and khushu' of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because that's the purpose, brothers and sisters. When you study these things, your heart should be filled with awe of the magnificence and the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and how far removed He is from our imperfection. This is what this belief should instill with you. It is not an intellectual discussion so we can have an argument with someone. That's not the purpose. But that's what it's become. And unfortunately, for many of us who go down this path, that's what we get involved in. And we forget that in the end, brothers and sisters, the purpose is to know Allah, to connect with Allah, to connect with your Lord. When you say your salah and you raise your hands and you make rafa'ideen and you enter into that, you begin that prayer, maybe you'll be obsessed. Am I holding my hand just exactly in the right place? Is it, all these little things. And that's your whole head is like, filled with, am I making all the movements correctly? Do you think that's what the prayer is for? That? You think that's what it is? No. That's not the prayer. That's not what it's for. The prayer is when you enter into this prayer. And when you leave it, you should be feeling that you have just communicated with Allah. You have stood in front of Rabbil Alameen. And you have glorified Him and praised Him and asked Him and begged Him. This is what it should do. This is how it should transform you. Remember this, brothers and sisters. Be thoughtful. Know yourself. Understand what makes you think and understand what makes you tick. It takes effort and it takes time. This is the way to combat all of the culture confusions that we have. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us, to make our feet firm upon the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us of those people who love Him. And make us from those people who love those who love Him. And make us from those people who are loved by those who love Him. And we ask Allah to cause us to love the deeds that will cause Him to love us. And then inshallah, we will actually have a small taste of Jannah right now. And inshallah, we will reach Jannah in the Akhirah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Commercials motivate viewers into immediate action and to sway consumer loyalty from one brand or service to the other. That's why we're here for you, to help you sell your products and services by using creative ideas that bring life into your own TV commercial. Advertise your business and branded products and services on Huda TV. We will offer you fast-paced and energetic 30-second affordable TV spots. Advertise on Huda TV, acquire fresh customers and stay within your budget. For more info or to receive a quote, please send your inquiries to advert@Huda TV. Huda TV.
Huda TV strives to remain the premier English language Islamic channel in the world. And to do so, we need your input. Send us your thoughts, suggestions and feedback through email at feedback@hoda.tv. Huda TV is committed to helping others, so why not help Huda TV share the message of Islam worldwide? Take part in helping spread the authentic message of Islam based on the Quran and the Sunnah throughout the world by sponsoring Huda TV. Don't miss this unique opportunity to gain the reward from Allah.
From that, I've really come to understand that to be a Muslim, to be someone who says they've surrendered and submitted to the will of God, is to be in harmony with everything around you and to be a benefit to everyone.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our Creator, He gave us a life plan. He told us what to do. He gave us, goals and what He expects from us.
It has roots in Islam because the first man who was created, Adam, he was neither a Jew or a Christian, but he submitted himself to God. Abraham, he didn't submit to anyone in creation. He didn't even hear in any of these religions. But when he was told to do what? Submit to the will of God, that's Islam.
Attached to his preconceived notions. Yes. And if he looks with an objective eye and an open heart, he'll see it. Unless Allah for some reason has something over his eyes because of something that we don't know is in his heart.
You had from 1980 to 2005, you had the FBI data report showing that, now from all these years, that only 6% had any links to Islam. 94% were people who had nothing to do with Islam.
This is the Deen Show. This is the Deen Show.
Go ahead, Ya Shu'aib. Recite from ayah number 16 to 26.
Yeah, okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولقد خلقنا الإنسان ونعلم ما توسوس به نفسه ونحن أقرب إليه من حبل الوريد.
تلقى المتلقيان عن اليمين وعن الشمال